And how ironic that we're here this morning. We started planning this about a week ago, and at that time, Sheriff Guerra will probably talk about it, he had had a fatality from his staff attributed to a drunk driver. And as if that was not enough, yesterday we have, again, Hidalgo County hit by another double fatality that appears to be also for drunk driving. So how more tragic can it be to underscore our message here today about drinking and driving? We're not here to pass judgment on whether an individual should drink or not drink. That is each individual's personal decision. But when you drink and get behind the wheel, that is my business, that is Ricardo business, that is DPS's business, and that is the business of all these fine folks that you see here. The message is not new, yet we can't seem to get people to follow it. We are in the middle of the holiday season, and it's supposed to be a happy season. All of these folks back here want everybody to have a good time. We want everybody to enjoy the holiday season. And if you drink and drive, you will be arrested. Let me repeat that. If you drink and drive and you're intoxicated, these folks are going to arrest you. Don't be that person that gets arrested. Don't be that person that causes serious bodily injury to a loved one. DWI is a truly innocent victim crime. At any given moment, myself, my family, yourself or your family can be coming home from the mall, can be coming home from visiting your parents, and confront a DWI driver, as did the dispatcher, as did the ambulance driver. Please, folks, we're pleading with you. Enjoy the holidays. Do it safely. Make plans. Have a designated driver. So think about it, plan for it, drive defensively, enjoy the holidays, have a good time, but be aware and be advised that if you do drink and drive in Cameron County, Hidalgo County, these fine folks behind me, let me put it this way, you'll get to meet them. And that's not how you want to meet them. So again, I thank you all for being here. And I'm going to ask Mr. Ricardo Rodriguez, DA from Hidalgo County, to say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. Again, like Mr. Saenz said, I want to thank all of you for being here this morning. And Luis, thank you for the invitation to join you in this event here. And this message that we want to give out. If you put Hidalgo County and Cameron County together, we have approximately about 1.5 million people that live in these two counties. That's a lot of people that are driving on this road right here next to us. And there's a lot of support, but also there's a lot of pressure on all these individuals that are here with us today. Every day, there's pressure on them to keep our streets, our roads as safe as possible and get those individuals that are driving while under the influence of alcohol or drugs off the road. Because I know that the work that they do and the dedication that they put into the responsibilities and the role and the positions that they have, they also think about their children. I also think about my children and about my family members. Every time Luis and I are going through a case and we look at a case and we have to handle a case like this, we think about our kids also that are in the same road. And I want every person to know, and every citizen in Cameron, Hidalgo County, that that's the way we look at these cases also. The individuals that are affected, we look at them like if they're our children themselves. But considering the pressure that all these law enforcement officers have here, and the role that they play and the responsibilities they have, ladies and gentlemen, we also as citizens have a role and responsibility. I have a responsibility that if I'm out with friends and family and I know someone's drinking, is intoxicated, I have a responsibility role to tell that person, you can't drive. whether I take the keys away, whether I get a Lyft or an Uber for them, I have the responsibility just like you do, just like every other lay citizen here in Hidalgo County. And that's how we can stop, obviously, keep from Luis and I having to deal with a case when someone's lost a precious life. We don't want that. That hurts us a whole lot. And it bothers us. So we're going to continue doing what we can to try to avoid anyone from getting hurt or killed. And I'm so honored and privileged to have served, these years with so many qualified and experienced and overworked law enforcement officers that do a good job every day on the road. And I thank them for getting those individuals off the road. Every day they do. In Texas, in the nation, in 2015, there were 33,000 deaths related to alcohol. 33,000. In Texas, there was 3,000 deaths. When we look at the numbers are not with us. But we have to continue to do everything we can. Events like this, events like on Saturday, where I was at a Memorial High School, where there were students from Memorial High School who put a rally together. That's our future. And these kids, there was about 50 or 60 kids that put a rally together, and we're trying to give the message out of the importance of being sober, not drinking alcohol and drugs, and more importantly, not driving under the influence. That's what we have to do. That's what we have to continue doing. Luis does a good job of doing as much as prevention awareness as he can, and so do we, because we want to catch it in the front, not at the end. We don't want to have to sit, unfortunately, with victims in our office and talk to them about how our victims unit can help them. We want to try to catch it in the front. So you all have a big part of that. I got a call from the radio station a couple of days ago, and they asked me, Ricardo, how can we stop? What do we need to do to keep individuals from getting killed, from individuals who are under the influence? And I said, we need to keep sending that message out of the consequences of someone behind the wheel. What happens to that individual? But we need your help as well. You guys play an important role in sending that message out, and I appreciate it because you have. But we have to continue putting that message out that we're all here together in this community. Even though there's 1.5 million people that live in Hidalgo County, Cameron County, we're still a small community. We still share the same road. My kids and your family members are out on the road every day. So, to be blunt, we need to stop killing each other and hurt each other. And how are we going to do that? The criminal justice system is going to do that, but also every person who lives in the county can do it. You can play a big role. And we beg of you, please, especially during these holidays, that you talk to a friend, you talk to a family member, and educate them. Have them be more responsible, because it does matter. The kids who had that rally on Saturday, they saved some lives on Saturday because of the message that they put out. So that's why we're here. We're trying to do everything we can to keep our community safe. And again, I want to thank every law enforcement officer for being here and all the great work that they do. And yes, we rely on them a whole lot. We put a lot of pressure on them. And we get a little bit of pressure, but it's okay. That's why we're here, because we care about our communities. So please, everyone, please have a safe holidays, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But again, there's a whole lot that goes on, during this time. So we ask you to please help us. So God bless all of you, and God bless Hidalgo County, Cameron County, and all the Rio Grande Valley. Thank you.
Good morning. First of all, I want to thank you for helping us spread this very important message that we need to get out today. So, and it's just a coincidence. Even though we've been planning this press conference for about a week, we've lost 2 members of the public safety community to drunk driving. One of them was one of my dispatchers. Even though every life is very, very important, but every single one of these men in uniform, including our district attorney's office, it really hurts us when we lose somebody to a drunk driver, especially when it's somebody that works in public safety. So again, it hit home personally to us, especially when it's my job Sheriff Lucio's job to make sure that everybody that lives in our community feels safe and secure. And we're bothered by it when we lose somebody to a drunk driver. A drunk driver who made a choice to go out and consume alcohol. It's a choice. It's a personal choice. These things are totally preventable. And none of us here are not telling you all or telling somebody not to go out and have a good time, to go out and enjoy an evening with family and enjoy an evening with friends. You know, we got the holiday seasons coming up, and everybody wants to be joyful and go out and have a good time. We're not telling you not to go out and have a good time. We're just telling you to have a plan. If you're going to consume alcohol, have a plan before you do that. You've already heard that message so many times today. We've got so many, private companies out there and ride sharing that are out there that are available to you. You can designate a driver. The list goes on and on. But don't make that choice of drinking and then getting behind the wheel, because there's a lot of consequences to that. And everybody here that's wearing a badge and a gun are going to be out there this holiday season enforcing the traffic laws of the state of Texas and looking for those impaired drivers, along with my office and every office that you see back here, every agency that you see back there. So thank you all. Thank you, media. I want to thank you once again for helping us. This message cannot be delivered. We just need to get that message continuing out there. You see all the billboards as you drive the expressway, again reminding you the consequences of drinking and driving. I want to thank the DA, Saenz, and Rodriguez for putting this press conference available and to help us spread that message. So thank you all. God bless you.
So we wanted to meet here at the county line because we wanted the public to show that Hidalgo County and Cameron County are presenting a united task force, along with all these fine folks here that I want to thank and recognize. So again, let there be no mistake that we want to wish everybody a Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. But the message is very simple, that if you drink and drive in Hidalgo County or in Cameron County, you're going to meet Ricardo or you're going to meet me in court. And we don't want that to happen. So that's the symbolism in meeting here at the county line, to show that we are united, to show that we're working together, to show that we're doing our part, but that it comes down to individual responsibility with that father, with that mother, to take away the keys from your partner, to not let your boyfriend, your girlfriend drive while under the influence. And that's the reason that we're here together, presenting a united task force, Hidalgo and Cameron County. And again, I thank you for being here this morning and putting the message out.
Thank you, Reese. And again, I just want to say that, it's so easy for Reese and I to sit back and just, comply with the duties and responsibilities that we deal with at the office. But this shows you that we're doing more and going above and beyond with all the law enforcement agencies that are here and officers, because that's what we have to do. We have to do more. Incidents and individuals who have lost their lives, it can be prevented. It can be prevented. So again, I want to thank all of you for being here, and we're asking all the citizens of Cameron County, Hidalgo County, please take this message very, very serious, because there are great consequences, if someone gets arrested for DWI. And I know that these law enforcement agencies and officers will be working very hard and are going to be very visible, especially during this time. And they have no problem making sure that they get those individuals off the road, and we have no problem prosecuting those individuals. So again, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and please, we beg of you, help us keep our community safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you, folks, and that concludes our news conference, although I want to see it more as a public service announcement. And thank you, the media, for doing your part. May God bless you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.